Hi everybody, Emily Craven here. I am the digital producer at the Queensland Writers Centre, and today I have the absolutely lovely Sophie Hamley joining us. Thank you so much, Sophie.
It's my pleasure, as always, to have anything to do with Queensland Writers Centre.
Oh, you're so lovely. That's why we keep you around. Now, Sophie, you are going to be running one of our workshops for us. You are, of course, an agent, and so you are going to be teaching us a little bit today about proposals.
Yes.
And so the first thing that I wanted to do was ask you, what is, because people hear this all the time and may not necessarily understand what it means, what is an elevator pitch?
Okay, so the term elevator pitch describes basically the amount of time an author has to pitch their project to somebody in an elevator. So imagine you got into an elevator and an agent or a publisher was in the elevator with you and you were going 5 floors. You would have 5 floors worth of time to tell them what your story is. And so it's a shorthand term. I think it came out of the American film industry, probably. And you could call it the party pitch or whatever it is. It's basically, you could imagine if you're meeting someone at a party and you say you're writing a novel, and they say, what's it about? And you're really only going to hold their interest for about 30 seconds. So that's the amount of time in which to get it out. And I also think that if people can't describe their stories in a succinct fashion, then they actually don't know what story they're writing, because the top level description should be fairly straightforward.
And it's nothing particularly flowery, it's just taking the main elements and kind of merging them together.
Yeah, it's not, there's a term that's popular called high concept, which is basically, it's Top Gun meets Tarzan, that sort of thing, and that's what high concept is meant to be. I'm not a fan of high concept when it comes to describing stories that are going into books, because they're usually longer and more complex. But you basically want to say, oh, it's a romance. There's a woman living in the 1850s in London, and she meets this young sergeant, and he's going off to war. And you give a fairly brief description of what the story is without giving away the ending. I think is an important component, or at least for me. I don't want to know the ending because I want to read the story and find out.